Hey guys, welcome to Panorama. Today I'll be walking you guys through a quick demo of our tool and how you can use our tool to expedite your Excel workflow. Today we care about creating a forecasting accuracy workbook, and for that we'll upload a test demand spreadsheet and also a test invoice spreadsheet. We will take these two files and send them over to our AI to map. Now our AI uses the column names to create items and entities of your supply chain. And the AI itself can map together the relationships and figure out how everything is interconnected. So our case here is pretty simple. We have a SKU field and a product field. In these two, the AI was able to identify as one item or one field or one entity. And through this process of identifying relationships, we can create a foundation for the AI itself to understand how your supply chain truly works. So we'll load our data into our database, and now we have two views, the invoices and the demand view. We can leverage these to create workbooks, which are the repetitive workflows that you can use AI to create. The AI it's called Canvas AI, and let's say we care about creating a forecast accuracy workbook. We can prompt the AI with this and click Plan Workbook. Plan Workbook will take the actual KPI itself and plan out how to design it. So if it requires certain data sets, certain computations, it'll discuss that with you. And also ask you questions about your plan itself or your business logic. So in this case, it asks us a question about our planning horizon. So you can say we care about May to August. So we send out our response over to the AI, and it's able to recreate the plan with our added input. We can now click Generate Workbook, and Generate Workbook will take all the business logic and create the sheets needed for your actual KPI or the columns, things necessary. And so here is able to compute using the business logic, the final KPI, which is percent error. And let's suppose we want to create a report or some kind of weekly reminder of what our percent error is across our SKUs. We can go to the report section, and here we have a report created for us already, but we can edit this report and add new KPIs to it. So the current KPIs are just total forecast, total invoiced, basic ones that we may or may not care about. And we can edit those if we want to. But we can add a new KPI called something like, percent error. And let's say we care about the average percent error. So once that's in there, right, we can save the report again. And now we have our percent error KPI tile created here. Now let's suppose instead of wanting to create, a report that we get sent weekly, we want to create a dashboard. So we can go to the website and look at it, once a day. We can create a view called demand plan. Now a view will contain all the tiles or pieces of the report that we care about and want to see frequently without having to run a new report. So let's click on View Report. We can take this and we can say Pin to View. And let's see we want to pin the summary card because the summary card contains our percent error. So we go here and now all of a sudden we have our KPI tile established. Let's suppose we also care about scenarios where we want to take a certain column and multiply it by a certain value. We can use a form to apply changes or show it the AI itself and have it create scenarios that we care about. So if we want to increase demand by 10%, if we want to apply to a certain customer, sort by priority, fulfill demand by priority, we can do that through the scenario creation. If you want to iterate and edit the workbook itself, we can do that too. So let's suppose it got a formula wrong, or let's suppose you wanted to update your workflow to add a different rule. That's part of your planning process, things like that. You can do that through here. Now, the final thing that we care about is scopes. So with scopes, the idea is that once you've created the workbook, you don't have to recreate it. All you have to do is go to the actual workbook itself and change what SKUs it's run on, what dates it's run on, and then recreate that actual feature itself. And so here you're allowed to kind of go through, pick your SKUs, pick your dates that you want to, even apply a different scenario and see what the final output for your KPI looks like. And then you can pin those reports to your dashboard too.